Hello and welcome to today's video, where we will explore the question, why did Hitler hate the Jews? This is a complex and sensitive topic that has been debated by historians, psychologists, and scholars for decades. There is no simple or single answer, but rather a combination of factors that influenced Hitler's worldview and shaped his hatred towards the Jewish people. One of the earliest influences on Hitler's antisemitism was his upbringing in Austria, where he was exposed to various forms of anti-Jewish propaganda and prejudice. He grew up in a society that viewed Jews as outsiders, enemies, and scapegoats for various social and economic problems. He also witnessed the rise of political movements that promoted nationalism, racism, and antisemitism, such as the German Workers' Party, which he later joined and transformed into the Nazi Party. Another factor that fueled Hitler's hatred was his obsession with the idea of racial purity and superiority. He believed that the Aryan race, which he considered to be the master race, was destined to rule the world and create a new order. He perceived Jews as racially inferior and considered them a threat to the purity and strength of the Aryan race. He also blamed Jews for many of the historical events that he saw as detrimental to Germany, such as the loss of World War I, the Treaty of Versailles, the Weimar Republic, the Great Depression, and the rise of communism and democracy. He promoted conspiracy theories that portrayed Jews as conspiring to control the world, manipulate economies, and undermine national interests. These baseless and harmful beliefs further fueled his hatred towards Jews. You may ask, what is the Aryan race? The Aryan race is an outdated and scientifically invalid concept that was used to describe people who spoke Indo-European languages and claimed to have a common ancestry. The term Aryan was originally used by Indo-Iranians to refer to themselves as noble or honorable. However, some 19th and 20th century writers and ideologues misused the term to promote racist and supremacist views, such as the Nazis who believed. A third factor that contributed to Hitler's antisemitism was his personal ambition and desire for power. He saw himself as a messianic figure who had a divine mission to save Germany and the Aryan race from the evils of the world. He used antisemitism as a political tool to rally support from the masses, to justify his brutal policies, and to divert attention from his failures. He also used antisemitism as a psychological tool to cope with his own insecurities, frustrations, and fears. He projected his own faults and weaknesses onto the Jews, and made them the scapegoats for his own shortcomings. These are some of the main reasons why Hitler hated the Jews, but they are not the only ones. There are many other factors that influenced his antisemitism, such as his distorted interpretation of religion, his exposure to violence and trauma, his narcissism and paranoia, and his susceptibility to propaganda and indoctrination. However, none of these factors can justify or excuse his actions, which resulted in the genocide of millions of innocent people. Hitler's hatred towards the Jews was irrational, illogical, and immoral, and it should never be forgotten or repeated. I hope you learned something new and interesting from this video. If you want to learn more about this topic, you can check out the sources that I used in the description below. You can also suggest other topics that you want me to cover in the future. I appreciate your feedback and support. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to leave your comments and questions below.